Good morning, Leesville Road High School students. This is Mr. Green, the Dean of Students, and we are here today to talk with you about the 24-25 class registration process. So if you'll give me your attention just for the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to go over some highlights of things that will be happening over the next month and things that the counselors will be doing and your teachers will be doing to assist you in picking classes for next school year. The first thing to do, let's just look at the timeline. Starting back at the end of first semester and going through March the 1st, your teachers have put in preliminary recommendations on what classes they think you should take next year for both first and second semester, and you'll be able to view those in PowerSchool. And we encourage you to look at those and talk with your teachers about those recommendations. Starting on March 6th and going through pretty much the month of March, the counselors will be meeting with you individually in small groups to talk about your classes for next school year. Those meetings will happen in room 3, which is in between the attendance office and student services, and you will receive a pass the morning of your appointment. After you meet with the counselor, it'll be your responsibility to put your classes into PowerSchool. The counselors don't do that for you. It's your responsibility to do that and pick the correct classes for next school year. Toward the end of March, the teachers are going to update their recommendations in PowerSchool. For second semester, especially, the teachers haven't known you yet that long, and they might want to make a change to what they've recommended, especially for second semester teachers. We're going to give you one final opportunity toward the end of April to change your course selections for next year. You'll get a course verification form where you can list any changes you would like to make for next school year. So again, it's going to be your responsibility to enter your classes into PowerSchool. If you've not been using PowerSchool or you need to get your account set up, any staff member here at the school can help you do that. And again, it is your responsibility to put the classes in and finalize your class selections for next school year. Okay, this is the first of a few slides about picking the right classes. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick 8 primary classes and 4 alternates. Primary classes are the main classes you want to take. Most times this is going to include the classes you need to graduate, your graduation requirements, and then alternates are going to be classes other than the 8 primary classes that you picked. They're different than your primary classes. Alternates are classes you wouldn't mind taking in case some of your primary classes don't work in your schedule. Now, you will always receive the classes that you need to graduate, but sometimes some of the other electives you pick as primary classes won't work in your schedule, or they become full, or we don't offer it. It gets canceled. So that's why your alternates are very important. Make sure, again, you're going to be content with any combination of your classes. The school is very crowded, and over the summer, things change. We grow, classes get canceled, and we have to adjust. So make sure that you're okay with any combination of classes that you pick. We try to be helpful and making sure that you're in the correct classes and classes that you want to take and will enjoy taking, but we can't always make classes once they're set over the summer. So again, I can't emphasize this enough. Make sure you are content with the 8 primary classes and the 4 alternates you pick. One thing to keep in mind when making class selection is just having a healthy balance in your life. It's important to consider your overall class load when selecting classes. What else do you have going on in your life? Do you work? Do you play sports? Are you in clubs? Do you have to, maybe you're taking classes through Wake Tech. Maybe you're busy with other things in your life. A busy time of your life is high school. So you need to make sure that you're balancing everything. So you want to make sure that you do challenge yourself and take what you need to meet your goals for after high school. but you don't want to overwhelm yourself. Because again, school is like anything in life. It's all about balance and making sure you're taking care of every part of who you are. A big thing that we want to emphasize is for you to make sure that you know what you're taking. Just don't sign up for the class because your friends are or you've heard it's fun and not knowing what the class is about, what you actually do in the class, what are the requirements, what are the expectations. Again, this helps you make good choices towards your overall schedule. So make sure that you research and you ask and you talk with other people about the classes and the content of the classes before you sign up. One way we can help you do that is we have provided with you some information on the school's website. If you go to the main school website and click on the student tab, the first option is student services counselors. And the first box on this slide, that's what the front page or the starting page of the student services part of the website looks like. Then you're going to click on the registration link that will be on that website, and that's going to take you to the second box um, that you will lead you to the registration page for next school year. And then on that registration page, in the third box listed there, you'll see this blue PowerPoint presentation. And on that PowerPoint, there is a description of every class we teach at Leesville. And the teachers have gone over this and tweaked it to match what we teach in the classes here, what we do in the classes. So if you're unsure of what happens in certain classes, look for that blue PowerPoint on the registration page and you can read about the classes and get a good feel of what you are signing up for. And again, the whole purpose of this is to think about what you're planning to do after high school. Of course, the goal for everyone is to make sure that you graduate, and we work hard to make sure you are in the classes you need to graduate. But you as a student need to think about what you're planning to do. What's your goal? Do you want to go straight into college? Do you want to go to a community college? Do you want to go into the world of work? Do you want to go into the military? You need to think about what your plan is and then set a goal and make a plan to get to that goal. And picking your classes is a part of that plan that you're going to make to set your goal. What you take leads to your goal after high school. There are a few classes here at the school that require an application, and the teachers are listed here. Those teachers will be making announcements as to how to attain the application and how to apply and what their deadlines are for you to apply. So you can apply for those classes. Make sure you listen for those announcements, or if you have had an interest in any of these classes over your high school career and now want to take it, you can touch base with those teachers. So we do have a lot of classes that require an audition in the arts area. So if you're taking an art class now and you're interested in taking the higher level, moving on to the higher level of the different arts classes, then you'll need to speak with your teacher about the audition process. They will let you know when the auditions are, when you will know if you've been selected for the course, and so on. So if you're into the arts and looking for an upper level class, make sure you touch base with those arts teachers. So, for classes that do require an application and audition, we will let you go ahead and pick those classes in Power School, like you're hopefully going to get into the class, but you will be removed from the class and placed in one or more of your alternates if you are not selected for the audition application class. So keep in mind, you can sign up for PEPI or you can sign up for Capital Pride, but if you're not selected for those classes, you will be taken out and put in to some of your alternates. So make sure you follow through with any classes that require an application or audition. So just a quick checklist. You're going to meet with your counselor, talk with your teachers, and then you're going to log into Power School to review your teacher recommendations, talk to your teachers about their recommendations. You're going to review graduation requirements. You're going to review the course list. And then after meeting with your counselor and talking with your parents, then again, it's your responsibility to put your class selections into Power School. You've been given a packet today in your class, and I'm just going to go over what's in that packet. Again, I've written down for you the registration timeline, the checklist. You have a list of graduation requirements, the class list for what we hope to teach next year. There's also a helpful chart in there. It's called a class sequence chart, and it takes the graduation requirements and puts them in the order of what you would take next, depending on what classes you've been in. If you're interested in AP classes, we've also got a suggested class sequence chart there for what AP classes you could take and perhaps what school year you would take them. And then on the very back, you're going to get an example of a registration card. The registration card is something the counselor is filling out for you and will give to you during your meeting with them. And it goes over the classes you've already gotten credit for, classes you're enrolled in now, and what you still need to graduate. The counselor meetings will start on March the 6th and will go through March the 22nd and perhaps into the next week. We start with juniors and then sophomores and then freshmen. And again, as I mentioned before, counselors will send you a pass the morning of your appointment through your first period teacher. And again, the meetings will take place in room 3. In this meeting, you will receive a copy of your transcript, a registration graduation worksheet, a class selection form that you will complete, one copy for the school, and then one copy to take home. When you come to your meeting with your counselor, it's helpful if maybe you already have in mind what you think you might want to take next year, and that will allow you to ask questions and get the help that you need during the time that you meet with your counselor. So after receiving the packet today, take some time to go ahead and look through that and maybe start thinking about what classes you do plan to take next year. So again, after you've selected your classes, you're going to enter them into your Power School account. And just to be aware, getting the classes you want is not a first come, first served process, as we do not start making schedules until July. So as long as you enter your class selections by March the 29th, then you are good to go. So I appreciate your time this morning, and we look forward to start seeing you in room 3 on March the 6th. Have a good day.